What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kakashi, the Dragon Sage, and I'm bringing you Chapter 2, The White Phoenix. What if Naruto was half Hatake and Uzumaki and Uchiha? Sorry, I have been slacking. I've been doing different things, and I've been writing season twos, and I've been just be ready because there's like new seasons and the end of season twos, and yeah, it's all about to be coming out. So be ready for that. And yeah, this is Chapter 2, The White Phoenix. What if Naruto was half Hatake, Uzumaki, and Uchiha? We left off where it's about time for the bell test as Naruto just wakes up. He remembers that Kakashi told them not to eat breakfast, but then he thinks, why would I listen to him? I'm gonna eat breakfast. As he begins to cook it up, he's in the kitchen whipping. He makes eggs, pancakes, and sausage and bacon until he hears a knock on the door. It's me, Sasuke. As Naruto's like, oh my god, Sasuke's here. As he begins to panic, as he runs up to his room and throws some clothes on, because this dude was just cooking in his underwear. And then he puts on his ninja outfit, which is the same outfit that Kakashi has when he was a kid, except black and gray instead of dark blue and gray. As he opens the door, she's like, Naruto, have you been cooking? Sensei told us not to cook. As Naruto's like, I couldn't help it. Why would I listen to that guy? As she's like, you better not eat any of it. As Naruto's like, but I'm hungry. She says, if you eat it, you don't get no cuddles. As Naruto's like, okay. As he goes over and turns the stove off and he's like, I guess I'll save it for later. As he puts all the food on a plate and puts saran wrap over top of it and throws it in the fridge. As he puts his short blade on his back as he walks out of the house with Sasuke. As they walk to the training field having just a nice conversation. As they arrive to see Sakura saying, hey, you two. Oh, Sakura, hello, good morning, Sasuke says. Sakura's like, so, where's Sensei? Sasuke's like, I don't know. As Sakura's like, hey, he's your brother, isn't he? Where is he? Oh, he never got up earlier. I guess he's still sleeping. Or reading one of his books. As Naruto's like, then we're just gonna wait here until he gets here. Okay. About 3 hours later, everybody's asleep on the floor. Sasuke asleep on Naruto. Sakura asleep on her backpack. Naruto's just up reading his book, his Make-Up Paradise book. As he glances over at it, Sasuke wakes up a little bit and sees what he's reading. She punches him on the head. As Naruto's like, what was that for? And then she takes his book and throws it up in the air and says, Fire Style, Fireball Jutsu. As she burns it to a crisp. As Naruto's like, hey! As she's like, that's what you get. You shouldn't be reading that book, you pervert. As Naruto says, you know what, fine. As he jumps into a tree and says, have a good rest then. As he lays down in the tree, she's like, Rrr, as she sleeps on the ground. Eventually, Kakashi shows up saying, sorry, you guys. I got lost on the path of life. As he looks at all of them as they're asleep. As Kakashi says, maybe I can say that I've been here when I wasn't. Wake up, you guys! What are you guys doing sleeping? As they all wake up. As Kakashi says, I've been here for 1 hour calling you guys to be awake. And you guys were sleeping. As Naruto's like, oh yeah? Well, I've been awake the whole time. I was just fake sleeping. As Kakashi's like, anyways, I'm here now. So, let's start. Your test today will be the official test of becoming a Genin. You will have to get these bells from me. As he holds up 2 shiny silver bells. But there's only 2, Kakashi-sensei. Yes, precisely. And that's for the simple fact that whoever doesn't get a bell will go back to the academy. What is that? Sorry. As everybody gets scared. As in Kakashi's like, so, you have until 12 o'clock. So I suggest you guys just think out your battle plans. Ready, set, start. As they all Naruto body flickers as they poof into the forest. As they're hiding behind a tree, as they're like, how are we gonna do this? As Naruto says, there's no such thing as a Genin team with only 2 Genin and 1 Jonin leader. That means that this must be about teamwork. As Sakura says, Naruto, stop being selfish. You're just trying to trick us so that you can get the bells and we go back to the academy. As Naruto said, fine then, Sakura. You tell me one team that you know that has 2 Genin and 1 Jonin captain. As Sakura sits there looking stuck. As Naruto's like, exactly, so it looks like my theory's right. But if we all attack together, I have a feeling that we can overwhelm him and eventually get him. As Sasuke is like, you're right, Naruto. As Sakura's like, if you say so. As Naruto's like, thank you for finally listening to me, Sakura. Sakura's like, whatever, let's go. As Naruto's like, I hope you guys are accurate with your kunais and your shurikens. I know Sasuke is, but what about you, Sakura? Of course I am. I'm the best in our class. As Naruto's like, no, you're not. Actually, I am. And Sasuke second. As Sakura's like, then I'm third, I guess. But still, I'm pretty accurate. As Naruto's like, alright, well, let's do it. As Naruto disappears out of their sight. As Sakura said, where'd he go? As Sasuke says, don't worry about it. Just focus on the main objective at hand. As they scatter to each sides of the forest. As Kakashi already knows what's up. He ain't reading his book. He's just sitting there waiting. As shurikens at mad speed come at him, infused with chakra to make them go faster. As Kakashi says, they're able to enhance their shurikens with chakra? They're just getting. As Kakashi dodges. As then 3 Demon Wind shurikens come at Kakashi from around him. As Kakashi's like, but where did they come from? As then right behind the 3 of them, it was the Demon Wind shuriken Windmill of Shadows. So in all, there were 6 shurikens wrapping around Kakashi, just swirling. As then they striked him. As Kakashi managed to dodge all these. As he jumped up into the air, as he shot a fireball towards the direction that the shurikens came from. As it hit the ground, and a massive heat wave hit Sakura, making her come out. As she does a front flip as Kakashi begins to run to her. As Sasuke was running behind Kakashi, she says, fire style, fireball jutsu. As she did a fireball at Kakashi. As Kakashi's like, again, he's using fire style? There's no way. And then he disappeared into the ground under cover of the fire. As he was right behind Sasuke, as he put her into the ground using Earth style headhunter jutsu. As then Sakura threw kunais at Kakashi and shurikens. As Kakashi blocked them with the kunai as he rushed Sakura. As right when he did, Naruto was right on the outside of him. As Kakashi looked, Naruto sent a powerful kick to Kakashi's arm. As Kakashi managed to block it but went flying back. As Kakashi caught himself off a tree. As Naruto said, well, how about we take this to a different level, Kakashi? How about we make this a little more interesting? As Naruto activates both of his 3 Tomoe Sharingans. As Kakashi's like, oh, so you're really gonna try to do this, huh? As Kakashi lifts up his headband saying, well, let's do it then. As they take their fighting stance. As Naruto says, Hatake style fireball jutsu. As he spits out a massive fireball larger than any other fireball. As Kakashi's like, Hatake style? What is that? As then Kakashi gets out of the way as it crashes into the trees, catching it on fire. As Kakashi immediately uses a water style jutsu to put the trees out. As when he looked, Naruto disappeared. As Naruto said, Earth style mud dragon. As a mud dragon out of the ground came shooting at Kakashi. As Kakashi's like, he can use Earth too? I know that I'm able to use all 5, but he's only 12. And I couldn't use all 5 until I was like 15. As he says, but he has fire and Earth? As the mud dragon started spitting out mass balls of mud at Kakashi rapidly as Kakashi is dodging these. As Naruto said, water style, water vortex jutsu. As water comes out of everywhere circling Kakashi. Water too? As all the water immediately rushes Kakashi. As it hits him, sending him back into a tree. As Kakashi's back gets slammed against the tree. As then he poofs. As then Kakashi was behind Naruto with the lightning blade. As he went for a strike on Naruto. Naruto's body got infused with lightning and disappeared in the zap. As Kakashi's like, where'd he go? As Naruto's like, are you looking for me? As Kakashi looks down, as he doesn't see anything, as Naruto popped out of the ground, giving Kakashi a good kick to the chin, sending him flying up. As Naruto did a backflip. As he pulled out his blade, as he knows as he plans on doing something called the White Chakra Sabre, I think it's called. Something the Hatakes know how to do with their swords. As he jumped into the air. As he infused his blade with fire. As he did I'm just going to call it the Hatake style. He did the Hatake style flame wave dance. As waves of fire flew at Kakashi. As Kakashi with his 3 Tomoe Sharingan dodged all these. As Sakura were on each side of Kakashi in the midair as they decide to help Naruto. As all three of them just start throwing kunais rapidly at Kakashi in the air, like they just have 100 kunais just throwing them at Kakashi like mad fast. As Kakashi can't keep up no more. As then Naruto stops, but Sakura and Sasuke keep going. As Naruto says, "Wind style." Wind style air bullet as he hits his stomach as he spits out a huge air bullet right at Kakashi as this hits Kakashi, sending him flying back into a tree. As Kakashi's like, he can use all 5 natures already? As Naruto deactivates his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, as Kakashi's like, you guys, you pass. Yay, we passed, Sakura says, as Sasuke says, good work, Naruto, you're really strong. As Naruto's like, thank you, Sasuke. You and Sakura did well, too, as he gives Sakura a fist bump and Sasuke a high five. As Kakashi says, well, we'll be starting missions tomorrow, so be ready. Got it? You guys are officially now Team 7, as he gives them a thumbs up. As they get happy, as Kakashi says, so, Naruto, what do you say we go see that movie? As Naruto says, oh, you mean the new volume of Makeout? As Kakashi's like, yes, and I'm bringing along a friend. I'm bringing along Kurenai. You're bringing along Kurenai? Yes, I'm bringing along Kurenai, so you can bring along a friend too if you'd like. As Sakura has already left, which he didn't care about her anyways. As Naruto's like, I think she'll hit me if I watch this movie, but Sasuke says, yes, Naruto? Do you want to come to the movies with me, Kakashi, and Kurenai? And she's like, what movie are we going to watch? As Naruto's like, you'll just see when we get there. And she's like, okay. As in, Kakashi and Naruto walk home as Sasuke walks home to get ready. As Kakashi just puts on a long sleeve shirt, all black, with a gray scarf. As he wears black ninja pants. Well, he wears his mask and his ninja headband with his white shinobi tape and his ninja sandals. As Naruto wears a black hoodie with the Hatake sign on the back with the this is just what they're wearing to the movies. This isn't what they wear for ninja clothes. You guys already know. And he wears like a sword holder like Shisui's on his right shoulder, where he holds his short blade, as he wears black shinobi pants with his white ninja tape and white ninja sandals as they leave to the movies. Also, when they arrive, they see Kurenai and Sasuke waiting outside. As Kurenai's like, Kakashi, you brought your younger brother. Yeah, and she's here for him too, if you didn't notice. You think that this movie's appropriate for them? As Sasuke's like, wait, what movie are we watching? As Naruto says, well, me and my brother kind of like to... well, you know the book that you kind of burned earlier? And she's like, what about it? As Naruto points up at the sign of the new movie that was just made. You asked me to come watch the new volume of Makeout series, part 25? The new volume release? As Naruto's like, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to, you know? As Kurenai's like, I have an idea. How about me and Sasuke go to see a different movie? And you and Kakashi can go see your perverted movie. You pervs. As Naruto and Kakashi look at each other and shrug their shoulders and walk in. As Naruto and Kakashi pay for everybody's tickets as they split up. Freaking Kurenai and Sasuke go to see a different movie as Naruto and Sasuke go to see the new volume of Makeout series. As they're in the movies, they're just having fun, laughing, and watching the movie. As everybody in the theater's perverted. All you hear in that theater is, you're the man, yes sir, you go, yeah, get her. Oh man, anyways, yeah, so they enjoy watching their movie with the popcorn and the snacks and stuff like that. It's just time to leave as they're walking out. As they see Sasuke and Kurenai outside of the theater crying. As they're like, what happened? The movie we watched was so sad. The poor little dog died. As Naruto's like, I'm so glad I didn't go inside of there. What was that? As Sasuke activated her 3 Tomoe Sharingan. Yes, Sasuke will be overpowered. She will be overpowered in this. She has her 3-time Sharingan too. As Naruto's like, nothing. I didn't say anything. And she's like, I didn't think so. But anyways, let's go. As Naruto's like, I'll walk Sasuke home. See you later, Kakashi. As Kakashi says later, as he decides to walk Kurenai home. As Naruto's walking Sasuke home. He walks her back to her house. As you guys know, the Uchiha clan was still massacred, except Naruto was able to save Sasuke's parents. So as he walks her home, she was really happy as she decided to make her move. As she grabbed for Naruto's hand, as Naruto looked at her, as she blushed and kind of looked at her feet. So she says, "You don't have to hold my hand if you don't want to." As Naruto grabs her hand and says, "Of course I do." As she smiles, as they continue to walk, as now they're in front of her house. As Sasuke says, Naruto. As Naruto says, "Yeah, what is it, Sasuke?" As Sasuke's like, you kinda what? As she takes a step back and starts to fiddle with her hands, and then she freaking just starts to, I don't know, she starts to do weird stuff, like, just freaking, like, get nervous. And then she says, "You know what?" As she takes a big old stretch. She stretches, and she looks like this when she stretches. As Naruto's like, "Yeah." As she's like, "There's only one way to show you this." As Naruto's like, "Okay." As she grabs Naruto by the brown strap thing that he has right here. You guys see these brown straps that he has? She grabs him by those with her two hands. She grabs him with her left hand on this one, her right hand on this one, and she grabs him by that and pulls him in for a kiss on the lips. As she pulls down his mask, as by that time he couldn't even say nothing because she kissed him so fast. As it was like a quick 5-second one. As she was like, "Goodbye, Naruto." As she runs into her house and shuts the door. As Naruto pulls his mask back up, as he's like, "What the world?" As he feels his mouth as it's like really soft. As he's like, I think I'm in love, Naruto says. Anyways, you go to Naruto walking back to the house as Kurenai's house was a little bit farther, but it was kind of near the Uchiha compound. As he sees Kakashi right there, as he decides to just spy on them, as they're standing at Kurenai's doorstep. As Kakashi and Kurenai's having a conversation, as Naruto's just leaning up against a tree watching. As then Naruto's like, "Well, look at that. Big brother wants to be like me, huh?" Well, actually, hang on. I freeze that. As first of all, he sees Kurenai and Kakashi kiss. As Kurenai does the same thing that Sasuke did. As mid-kiss, Naruto's like, "Look at big brother wanting to be like little brother." As Kakashi breaks the kiss, as he says, "What do you mean by that, Naruto?" As Naruto's like, "Well, this just happened between me and Sasuke. It's kind of funny." As he's like, "You already kissed a girl before I did?" As Naruto's like, yes, I did." As then, Kakashi's like, well, good night, Kurenai. I must be getting home with Naruto." As Kurenai's like, "Yeah, later, Kakashi." As Asuma's like, "Wait a minute." As Kurenai and Kakashi and Naruto look at Asuma's like, I hope I didn't think what I just think I seen. Did you just kiss her?" As Kakashi's like, "Asuma, what do you want? What are you doing here?" As Asuma pulls out his chakra blades and adds chakra into it and begins to walk towards Kakashi. As Naruto steps in front of him, saying, "If you ever try to lay a hand on my brother, I will slice your head off and end you." As Asuma's like, "Get out of my way!" As Asuma tries to send a slash at Naruto, as Naruto with his bare hand catches Asuma's chakra blade. If you're wondering how, he has the Earth style jutsu that hardens his hand. As he catches his hand and squeezes it, breaking the ninja chakra blade along with Asuma's knuckles and wrists. As Asuma backs up a few steps holding his arm. as the Naruto hardens his leg and sends a kick to Asuma's face. As it breaks Asuma's neck, sending him flying into a tree. As in Naruto swift released right in front of Asuma, he's holding him up by his neck. As he says, "Now I recommend you get out of here before I change my mind about letting you live," as he activates his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. As in he throws Asuma onto the floor and kicks him into a building. As Kakashi's like, "You really didn't have to do that, Naruto." As Naruto's like, nobody tries to fight my brother until they get through me." As Kakashi's like, "Hey, that's my line." As Naruto's like, "Yeah, but we should get going, honestly. See you later, Kurenai." As Kurenai's like, yeah, bye." As Naruto's like, I have no doubt in my mind that Asuma's gonna target her next. As Naruto, with nobody looking, created a shadow clone that hops on top of Kurenai's house. It's just waiting for Asuma to awaken. About 50 minutes later, Naruto and Kakashi are at the house. As Naruto's shadow clones are well trained, when Naruto goes to sleep, the shadow clone knows that he's asleep and knows what his duties are. So, as Naruto is sleeping, his shadow clone's on the roof as Asuma gets up. As he's like, "Ugh, that thought is gonna pay for this." As Kurenai didn't like Asuma, so he can't even call her that, but he's just saying that because he likes her. As he walks in, breaking her door down, as the shadow clone immediately takes action. As Kurenai was asleep on the couch, as this woke her up, she's like, "Asuma, what are you doing here?" As he's like, "Time to die." As all you seen was a shiny silver blade through Asuma's stomach. As Asuma coughs out blood. As this wasn't going to kill Asuma, but Asuma needed to be tamed. As Naruto was like, well, the shadow clone was like, "I knew you were going to come back here." As he pulls the blade out, as Asuma drops to his knees. As Naruto's like, "Don't worry, I didn't hit a vital. He'll be fine." As Kurenai's like, "Oh, okay." As Naruto drags him by his collar and puts him in the hospital. Well, puts him in front of the hospital door. As then the shadow clone poofs. You go to the next day. As all the Genin teams begin doing missions. As Naruto's team has done about 300 D-rank missions. Too many. As Naruto's walking as his freaking bloodlust. Naruto is killed a lot. Going on missions with Kakashi. As Naruto's getting angered because he's like, "I need a good mission. As then finally he speaks up to the third Hokage after reporting back from one of the missions. "Listen here, old man." As Hiruzen's like, "What is it, my boy?" As Iruka's like, "Naruto, you do not talk to him like that." As Naruto's like, "You shut up. I need a good mission. My talent is way beyond that of D-rank missions. I could probably do an S-rank mission by myself. So can you please give me a better mission? I'm getting tired of it." As Hiruzen looks at Kakashi, as Kakashi nods. As Hiruzen says, "Fine, Naruto. You want a high-rank mission? So be it. I will give you a C-rank mission to protect the Land of Waves bridge builder, Tazuna. You may go now. He will be waiting outside." And Hiruzen says, "Actually, I'll call him in. Tazuna, enter." As Tazuna walks in, a drunk man. As Naruto was like, ugh. As he's like, these kids are supposed to protect me? Look at that one, a pink-haired little girl. And that one, a black-haired, I don't even know what to call her. And then you got this one." As then he stops before he can finish. As he looks at Naruto, as he sees that he looks pretty strong. As he's like, "Actually, this Jonin and this one look alike. They look pretty strong." As Hiruzen says, "Yes, well, they're brothers. And yes, they're of the Hatake clan." "The Hatakes, huh? So these are the last two." Yes, Naruto also hails from a clan called the Uzumaki and Uchiha. "Oh, so he's really strong. Okay, well, I'll trust you guys." Anyways, so now they head off. As they're walking, Naruto already knows that Tazuna was lying about it because he could sense people hiding. As Naruto immediately notices the landmark that wasn't supposed to be there. A puddle on the ground when it hasn't rained in about a month or so. How stupid can you be? As Naruto says, "Oh snap, I gotta tie my shoes. Or I gotta lace up my sandals. Or I gotta strap my sandals." As he bends over to strap his sandals as they keep walking. As in the Chunin brothers right behind Naruto pop out as Naruto's like, perfect. Now it's my time. As within an instant, Naruto gets his hand on his blade and spins around rapidly. As then, after you blink, all you see is the Chunin brothers' body parts scattered across the floor and blood everywhere. As Kakashi on his team looks back because they didn't hear a thing. As Kakashi says, Naruto, what happened? As Naruto says, I know that you already seen the puddle, Kakashi-sensei. As Kakashi was like, yeah, but I didn't think that they were going to come out so soon. And you defeated them so easily. They were kind of weak, to be honest. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the fact how there's high tier rank Chunin after you. As Tazuna's like, what? I don't know why. Maybe they just want me because I'm trying to do something good in this world. As Naruto's like, you have 5 seconds to tell the truth before you're next. As Naruto activates his 3 Tamori Sharingan and starts walking over to Tazuna. As Tazuna gets scared and can't get his words out. As Naruto pulls out his blade. As then Sasuke grabs Naruto's left hand and says, relax. As Naruto deactivates his Sharingan, his bloodlust goes down. As he takes a deep breath, saying, I'm sorry, Tazuna, but we can't help you with this mission until you tell us the truth. As Tazuna begins to talk, saying, alright, fine. As he tells them all they need to know. As Naruto's like, I want to continue with the mission. And if you guys don't, I'll continue without you. As Sasuke's like, I want to continue. As Sakura's like, yeah, me too. As Kakashi's like, well, my vote doesn't really count, so let's go, you guys. As they continue on. As they walk for a little bit more. As they arrive in this really misty terrain where land meets water. What I mean by that is they walk until it's just land, and then if you were to walk forward, it's water still. So, anyways. As they begin, Naruto begins to realize that they're being watched along with Kakashi. As Sakura's like, why is the mist so thick? As Naruto's like, because somebody's here, and I can feel their bloodlust, and they're really bad at hiding it. And Zabuza's like, as in that instant, he throws his blade as Naruto says, get down! As everybody gets down except for Tazuna, as Naruto delivers a kick to the back of Tazuna's neck, making him fall to the floor. As in Naruto with his blade counters Zabuza's, as it clashes, as a Naruto grabs Zabuza's blade and puts it on his back as he says, that was easy, now come out! As Zabuza was behind Naruto like, Bahaha, I'm faster than you could ever see. As Naruto's like, you sure? As then Naruto disappeared from Zabuza's sight, as Zabuza's like, where did he go? As Naruto landed a devastating kick to Zabuza's rib, sending him flying in the opposite direction, onto the water terrain. As Naruto disappeared after him, as Zabuza cleared the mist. As Zabuza looked at his rib, as there was a big dent in his